There's not a single Saab owner out there that's not authentically in love with their vehicle. You have to assume that the vehicle loves you back. However,
we love talking about leadership, but why Saab? Because this isn't just any car. It's a Saab 9.3 Viggen, Saab's top sport model, a turbocharged 5-speed manual, front-wheel drive rocket built for pilots who traded their cockpits for the open road. That's where leadership comes in. Saab built machines that lead in engineering advancements to inspire confidence, individuality, and adaptability, all traits of great leaders. So I started SAAB Stories to explore that connection. With a leader in the passenger seat, we talk about what drives them, and somewhere between second and third gear, we find out what real leadership feels like. I'm Chris Curtin. Welcome to SAAB Stories.
So Rob, we've worked together a few times, and I have a special treat for you today. We're going to go for a ride in a Saab.
Can you smell that? Smells very Saab-ish.
right?
Saab invented the heated seat. There's a heated seat for
Get
you.
out of here. They invented it?
Yeah?
Or are they just claiming it?
Well, maybe claim.
I mean, bravo them for marketing.
Can you smell the beautiful Swedish
Right?
leather?
That classic fragrance.
All right.
What's with the night panel?
Oh, so the night panel is aerospace inspired, and so at night you go night panel, and the only thing that shows up is your speedometer.
Well, that's fun.
You can do it during the day as well, but it just makes you think you're out of gas. So you have some experience with Saabs, so tell me your Saab story.
I mean, it's mostly just I was the impetus for this indirectly. So my sister, I was a Volvo guy forever.
Okay.
240s, and I had one that was not working, so I borrowed my sister's. She had a 84 Toyota Cressida, and it was winter time. I was going to school up in Winstead, and I happened to hit an ice patch, and I massaged her front hood with the cables of the guardrail.
Oh, goodness.
So because of my aggressive buffing, she had to get a new car, and that allowed my dad to get her a Saab, and that was the beginning of his long-time love affair with the brand.
What was it?
It was a 900. It was the ones with the super aerodynamic and the hood that flipped backwards. Do all hoods flip backwards on Saabs? Was it just that era?
Yeah, they finished with that era, kind of
Okay.
the late 80s, or total 80s, I guess it was almost
Yeah.
the full 80s, those 900s that kind of tilt up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was those, and everything was backwards, or not backwards, but just other side. So my sister obviously loved trying to do any work on it. My dad took that as a challenge. Proceeded to get 2 or 3 more after that.
What did you think of them? You're a Volvo guy, you're driving your sister's Toyota, so what did you think of Saab?
Right? I mean, she got that right as I was heading out, so I was not home very much for that duration. I just had to listen to my dad's affinity and consistent talk about how they're the greatest car ever made.
So should I be talking to your father right now?
I mean, probably. if you really want the SAAB story, 100% that.
What did your dad say? Like, what he likes, what is he?
Well, I mean, so he took a different 900 and kept it going from the standpoint of it was an automatic. He had it transferred over to a manual transmission.
Yes.
And just, yeah, I mean, he had such a blast back and forth up to Vermont all the time. That was his.
Well, that's the spot. Yeah.
Quick ski excursion.
Oh, that's great.
Or up to the Dax, whatever. So I was noticing this. Is this original
what's that?
paneling, or is this aftermarket?
No, this is.
What have you done to this car that is aftermarket here? What is the original?
Well, so it has 216,877 miles. I bought it from a prior owner that was in California, had it, of course, shipped out here naturally. And He had a service book, I'm telling you, Rob,
So good.
this thick.
But those are who you want to buy from.
Yeah. So he's done everything. I mean, and he kept telling me on the phone, and all I know how to do is like shine the tires. I'm like, oh, right. Oh, sure. Absolutely needed that intercooler. So I think it certainly has lowered springs. He took out a tightened and stiffened suspension because it was like too tight.
Yep.
So it has lowered springs. It has a fancy aftermarket intercooler, I think. It has a sport Remus exhaust. But like, of course, the only things that I can do are clean. So what I've done for my ownership is like, I got a new shift knob. I got new wiper blades. This is an aftermarket piece.
There you go. The elbow rest, or
right. It's all.
Is it a pocket or no? It's just a rest. Oh, it is still.
Just
Ooh,
a rest.
A hidden cup holder. Surprise.
And then new floor mats. So like, if it has to do with like spit shining, I'm good for it. But otherwise, it's all from the prior owner. And the prior owner had the best California license plate, which was wasabi. Yeah, I didn't get that one.
We can't get that many letters here. That's why.
Right. I couldn't get 7 A's in a row. So, all right, we're talking about leadership SAAB stories. So, talk to me about your role as managing director at Dylan's Wings of Change. We've been partnered together for more than a year now.
Yeah.
We've done volunteer work for each other, and to see what you do in the schools and with the students is amazing. So just tell me a little bit about Dylan's Wings of Change, but then also your leadership role and how your leadership has evolved.
Yeah. I mean, so I came on as a contractor with Dylan's Wings in 2015, tail end of 2015. So
10 years.
it was, we're coming up 15, 16, somewhere in that realm. But it was a very different organization at that point. You know, like programmatically, still pretty much the same, but we were still able at that point, because the shooting was still fresh. Everybody had a little bit more of a heartstring connection to it, where we leaned perhaps a little heavier on that, as we hadn't fully figured out what it was that not necessarily we were capable of doing. Well, I guess, yeah. So we, as well as the students, we were looking at it as more of a training organization and less of a possibility for empowerment. In the beginning, we were training them how to just facilitate activities. We were kind of teaching them how to find and use their voices, but now, like, especially COVID really made a big difference, because the students had a time to realize how much impact that they actually can carry within a building. They got to see that no one knew what was going on during COVID, and we were all learning together.
Yeah.
So I think that helped to open up some eyes and perspectives as to how much impact they can make in the day-to-day.
Yeah. Well, my like simple statement in being a part of your programming and seeing what you do, and of course working with Phil as well, is it really is about making every student, every person in the community feel included.
Yeah.
And I just can't think of a better mission. And when we work together and we're doing corporate work, you do much of the same.
It's all the
work.
same. It's just different questions and phrasing. You know, that's what makes it fantastic. You know, like that, and that's why I was saying, like, programmatically we haven't evolved content-wise, really. We've added new games, but they're new to the participants. It's not like we invented anything. We're just bringing stuff out of, you know, the vault, if you will. But then, yeah, with adults, and it's about creating the culture where you feel like you can show up authentically, and that's really what makes the difference.
Well, Rob, this is what I wanted to say to you, is your authenticity when we do programming together, it's always on full display, and I think that's your superpower from you know, how you engage with everyone as your authentic self. Like,
You didn't want to try to jump it?
That's a speed bump. Where does that come from? And you know, have you worked on being comfortable with who you are and in your own skin? Because I mean, the corporate audiences, like, when we survey them at the end of the day, they're like, it was great and Rob was awesome. So just talk to me about your authenticity and
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of that has come through kind of getting put into managerial roles over time, and not necessarily feeling like I belong. So it's a little bit of dealing with the imposter syndrome in different situations and trying to better evaluate how do I show up for my staff, for whomever I'm working with, and what do they need, because it took me a little bit to realize that my perspective is not everyone's. My motivations are not how everybody else's. So it was trying to find that unique and authentic balance of values. So I think the more I started playing with that, the more I started to realize that the more I share of myself, the quicker people are willing to engage either with me or at least just tolerate what and how I'm showing up, because they're like, oh, okay, he said that he does this, or this is how he views. So I can see that now. I can understand it. So I'm not spending time on questions of like, why is this guy this? I'm able to participate a little bit differently.
So
and this is
well
obviously
said.
my assumption based on what it looks like to me. That's the hope, I guess.
It's so well said, and I think it's exactly how people receive you. I mean, I've seen you at 7:20 in the morning with groggy high school juniors, and I've seen you, at 1 o'clock in the afternoon with senior executives at Fortune 50 companies, and each of them feel that, just like you said, that here's who I am, you be who you are, authenticity. It's magic, man. So, how does that connect to SAAB?
Well, there's not a single SAAB owner out there that's not authentically in love with their vehicle, because the vehicle doesn't always love you back.
So true.
You have to assume that the vehicle loves you back. However,
It may not. I'll share one thing with you. You're both really, really cool. I got one more for you. Favorite piece of advice you've either given or received about leadership or whatever you want to share?
Yeah, I mean, realistically, it's just find what works and try to keep doing that until it doesn't, and then don't be afraid to shift.
Robb, SAAB Stories,
Right.
episode 1 in the book. Thank you.
Segue into the downshift.
Program Director, Robb Armstrong, Managing Director at Dylan's Wings of Change.
Yes.
Thank you for being the inaugural
I
guest
am psyched to be along for the ride.
Leadership SAAB Stories. Thanks.
Yeah.